All right. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to our call tonight. This is a very special call that we're going to be sharing with you this evening. It's about eating for two. It's about the importance of, look at everybody's clapping. It's about the importance of eating optimal nutrition for your health and for the health of your growing baby. And so the program tonight is being brought to us by Abi Nowlin. And Abi has been with the Juice Plus community now for about 4 years, and she's a millennial. And Abi is on her way to becoming what I think is, and branding herself as a spokesperson for health and wellness in the millennial community. And her being pregnant at this time, and I think we all want to congratulate Abi, falls into that genre, that age genre, so beautifully. And so tonight, Abi, are you there? Can you unmute yourself before we go into this recording?
Absolutely. Hello.
There she is. There's our girl. Abi, I saw your program. I was able to participate in it live last week, and it was so well done. And your information is so spot on. And I sincerely mean that I believe that you could be a spokesperson, and you're well on your way to becoming a spokesperson for millennials in terms of health and wellness. And so what prompted you to want to do this program that we're going to view tonight?
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing this with everybody. And I hope those streaming in on Facebook find the information valuable and you just walk away encouraged and inspired. Really, the reality is, after the last few years of getting my health in order and getting my gut in order, I felt so passionate about health prior to getting pregnant. But now that I've got one on the way, I just feel, I really feel empowered and like I have this information to share with the world. It's not a message that's being talked about as much as it should be. And so I feel like I have an obligation to share it with people.
All right. So, the role of fruits, vegetables are so important for everybody's health, but of such importance when you moms are starting to carry a new life. So, would you add anything to your message?
Absolutely. I think I'll say one thing. I have chosen to consume Juice Plus alone as my prenatal. I'm not consuming a prenatal separate from it, but some people, and I know hundreds of women in our community have chosen to that. They've chose to do both, and it doesn't have to be either or. If you'd like to talk to me about just, using Juice Plus alone, I'd love to talk to you about that. But know that it can be used as both and getting that nutrition to bridge the gap is vital, even if you are taking a prenatal.
All right. Well, all right, everybody, sit back because we're about to view Abi's program from last week called Eating for Two. And Abi, thank you for sharing this with the greater community, because there's about 1,500 of us on Transform 2022. So we never know where messages like this will land. So thank you. We love you, and we'll be watching you as this new life continues to grow. Okay. All right. So Kathy, if you would like to start streaming Abi's program from last week, and guys, know that you can. Well, one thing. Hey, Abi, would you give us permission to share this with other people if we're so inclined?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So there you have it. Okay. Thanks, Abs.
Let's get going. Happy Tuesday. I am just so honored that you took a few minutes out of your evening to be here and to be a part of this event. No matter what stage of life you are in, it's just such an honor to get a couple minutes to spend with you. So I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to get things going. And it's going to be a really fun evening. So like I said, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Abi Nowlin. And I really tonight just want this to be a sweet conversation about how to care for you, and whether you are in the pregnancy phase, your baby, maybe you're in the before phase or you're in the after phase, preparing maybe to have another baby. But I think we can all agree that the climate of the world right now is thick and heavy. And I think that the conversation about nutrition, I know that the conversation about nutrition is not something that's being talked about. And I really believe that it needs to be. So tonight is going to be all about nutrition, what you can be doing on the end of your fork to make things easier for your health. So what can you expect from tonight? We're going to talk about what Juice Plus is, how it's made, my story and experience, the value and importance of taking care of you before pregnancy, why Juice Plus as your prenatal. And then we're going to talk about the difference between vitamins and Juice Plus, which I think is a really hot topic of conversation. And I get a lot of questions about that. And then I've got my sweet friend, Sarah Thomas, on here, who's going to share her story. And then my sweet friend, Alexis Busselman. So you're in for a treat. And then we'll kind of wrap things up with, if you're interested in how you can get started in adding this into your life, we'll talk a little bit about that. So I think the most important thing that we need to address before we get into Juice Plus is the why behind it. And what we know, I think now more than ever, we realize that we are unhealthy. These statistics that you're seeing are from over 10 years ago, some a little less than that. And so I cannot even imagine what these would look like after the last year and a half that we've been walking through. And so this statement at the bottom of this page, our children are more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. Y'all, the lines for restaurants and food that we shouldn't be eating are longer. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the produce section is stocked. No matter what store I go into, I look and I see, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of produce. And those things need to be flipped. And so what I know is that if people ate more plants, roots, fruits, greens, beans, weeds, seeds, fruits, veggies, berries, these statistics would 100% be lower. And I know that because I am a true testament of that. I've watched my health be completely transformed over the last 4 years from quality nutrition. And so really, let's dive into what Juice Plus is. And the reality is we're not getting enough fruits and vegetables. That's all Juice Plus is. It's just fruits and veggies. We're supposed to be getting 7 to 13 every single day in our diet. And I don't know about you, but unless we are in the kitchen all day preparing raw fruits and vegetables for ourselves to eat in a variety of colors, it's just not possible. We can't make it all happen. And so Juice Plus is intended to bridge the gap in your diet between what you are eating and what you should be. And no matter what stage of life you're in, it bridges that gap for you. So it's from womb to grave. There's no age minimum. There's no age maximum. It's a beautiful thing. So let's dive into what Juice Plus is, how it's made, the amazing things about it, and then we'll continue.
Eat more fruits and vegetables. It's about the only thing every expert agrees on. You need to eat more fruits and vegetables for the health you want.
We eat plenty of protein, we eat plenty of carbohydrates and sugar, we have plenty of calories. What we're missing to be healthy, to be at our optimal best, is the nutrition of plants.
We know that we need to get probably at least 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, and most of us can't or don't. And that's where Juice Plus comes in.
Juice Plus really helps bridge that gap between what we're supposed to be eating and what we do eat.
Juice Plus provides the nutrients from 30 different fruits and vegetables every day. And they're micronutrients. You don't need a whole lot of them. You just need a little bit every day.
Such a quick, easy, once a day, simple thing to do.
Juice Plus capsules and the Juice Plus ingredients are non-GMO. They are vegan.
Tested for herbicides, pesticides, yeast, mold, and fungus. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, even the capsule.
Juice Plus helps in making healthy living easier because of what I call the 3 E's. It's effective, and we know that it works because of the research. It's efficient, how quick, easy is it? I mean, if you have time to yawn, you can swallow the capsule, and it's economical.
When you tell somebody to change their diet, you might as well ask them to learn a new language, especially if they're an adult, because so much of our life is centered around food. But if you ask somebody to take some capsules, that's one simple change.
I like to look at Juice Plus as the one simple change to help get people started.
We're not asking them to go out and run a marathon. We're not asking them to join a gym. We're simply saying, with your nutrition, try making one simple change.
Habits are tough to change, but if you start slowly and just start one at a time, then you'll notice after that you want to do more of the healthy things and less of the bad things. What really got me involved with Juice Plus was the research.
20 plus years of real clinical research, not mice, not hamsters, not cells, people.
Over 40 publications in the medical literature.
Randomized control, double-blind, placebo-controlled trials done at major university hospitals by the researchers who were tops in that field.
People are always looking at labels. Labels provide very limited information. What matters is bioavailability. Are the nutrients actually getting into your blood?
20 of the clinical studies that have been done show bioavailability, which means that the nutrients are getting into the bloodstream.
Beyond that, we've shown functionality. It gets into the blood and it helps different tissues and cells and systems work better. That's as good as it gets.
Brain health, skin health, gum health, lung health, heart health, supports a healthy immune system. There's no other fruit and vegetable supplement on the planet that has the quantity and the quality of nutritional research that Juice Plus has.
Juice Plus is not a magic pill. Juice Plus is not the only thing that people can do. For the past 17 years, I have enjoyed the benefits of over 30 fruits and vegetables every day in my body.
In my 27 years, I've seen a lot of these copycat products come and go, and they come and go. Juice Plus stays because it's the standard.
All right. So, whoops. Okay, here we go. All right. So I really want to share with you, now that you've got the overview on Juice Plus, the why behind it, how it's made, how did I get here, and what has Juice Plus done for me? And so I'm going to take you back a little bit in time and start my story in the 2014-2015 timeframe. I was majorly struggling with anxiety, depression, and gut health. I was headed off to college, and all of these issues hit me like an absolute ton of bricks. I did not realize the power of the gut-brain connection. I'm about 5'8", if you've not seen me in person, and I was 100 pounds. I couldn't keep food inside of my body, and it was not good. I had really hit this point in my life where I felt like I lost myself. And so I remember saying to my mom, I need to get some help. And so I got started on some anxiety and depression medication and quickly made a decision in about 10 days that that was not the route that I wanted to go. I was starting to get addicted. At about 2 o'clock every day, I was reaching for the pill bottle. And I knew that in 5 to 10 years down the road, when I looked back and I was addicted to medication, that was not where I wanted to be. And so I decided I was going to go the natural route. I knew it was the road less traveled. It wasn't talked about as much, but I was willing and committed to do whatever I had to do to make it better, because I did not want to live my life this way. And so I saw a holistic health doctor, and she affirmed that a lot of the issues were occurring. And she gave me tons of supplements, what felt like about 40 different, and the cost of all of those was insane. And so I made progress in my health, but I wasn't at a spot where I was like, okay, the cost and, you know, the amount of supplements that I'm taking, this is sustainable. It was just, I was kind of at this standstill spot, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. And so I was at a holding pattern, getting ready to graduate college. So we've, you know, progressed 3.5 years at this point in my journey of just struggling and trying to figure all these things out. And my mom shared Juice Plus with me. And I remember being very, very skeptical. I was like, what is this stuff? She actually heard about it from a friend of ours who's a 3-time stage 4 ovarian cancer survivor. And her oncologist at MD Anderson is the one that recommended it to her. And so my mom was like, oh my gosh, we have to get our family on this. I need to get Abby on this. And my mom gave me a call to courage. She said, listen, she said, I want you to give Juice Plus a year. And if at the end of the year you feel no different, I will leave you alone. But I really do believe that this can change your life. And I was like, fruits and vegetables change my life, please. But okay, I'll give it a go. And y'all, I was wrong. I watched my body completely transform over that year. And you heard Dr. Jan Roberto say, this isn't a magic pill, but it is a catalyst for better health. I started to feed my cells really good things. And I started to crave water. I was not addicted to caffeine anymore. The anxiety and the depression, as my gut started to heal, started to go away. My energy was through the roof. And so I looked back on the year and I was like, oh my gosh, I was a different person. My skin had life in it again. I looked dull and just sad. And so the reason I started on Juice Plus was because I was struggling with anxiety, depression, and gut issues. But what I realized is over the last 4 years, now that I am expecting, I was preparing my body to carry a baby, and I was preparing my cells to carry a baby. And so I am so grateful that I made the decision. And really my mom pushed me to get started, because over these last 4 years, I've turned my health around and I feel absolutely incredible. And I feel starting this journey of being pregnant and entering this new season, I feel the best that I ever could. And so I am so, so grateful. I'm 15 weeks today, y'all, and I feel amazing. I don't feel pregnant. It's kind of surreal for me. And so I want to talk to you about why Juice Plus as your prenatal. Like we said, Juice Plus helps bridge the gap in your diet and give your baby fruits and veggies from in utero. So at this point, my baby cannot taste things yet at 15 weeks, but they will start to eventually. Their taste buds are forming and it's in the amniotic fluid. And so from the get-go, they're getting over 30 fruits and veggies in their diet. And so the nutrition that I'm giving them before they even come onto this earth is absolutely astounding. It's backed by incredible research. We'll dive more into that in a little bit, but you heard the doctors just talking about the type of research that's been done on Juice Plus. It's been around for over 25 years. It's incredible. It's absorbed by the body. This is really, really important. So when you're comparing Juice Plus to normal vitamins or like a prenatal, your body absorbs all of Juice Plus. It truly sees it as food, as if you're consuming all of the 30 fruits and veggies that are in it. And that's really, really important. You're getting folate, which is folic acid is a huge thing in pregnancy. They always ask about your prenatal having that, but folic acid is actually synthetic, and folate is God's folic acid. So you're getting it from lemon peel, which is also included in Juice Plus. What we know is that pregnancy and delivery are oxidative stress events. It's hard on the body. Your body's expanding, things are changing and shifting. And it takes a toll. And so what we know is that Juice Plus, the research shows that it reduces oxidative stress in the body, which, you know, your body's going through a lot. So it's no wonder women feel tired and are experiencing, you know, discomfort and all of those things. And that's not to say that if you take Juice Plus, you're not going to be tired or experience some discomfort, but you're reducing that oxidative stress in your body. I've had a few tired spells here and there those first few weeks, but all in all, I feel really, really great. And I'm confident that moving forward, I'll continue to feel that way. My energy has been amazing. I start to stir before 6 a.m. and I really go all day, y'all. By the evening, I am tired, but I've been going all day. My cravings are amazing. I've been craving just fruits and vegetables, and truly, I just can't say it enough. I'm so grateful. And I know that that's because of the foundation that I laid with Juice Plus and what I've been doing for my body over the last few years. So Time Magazine actually was talking about the power and ability of what's happening in utero back in 2010. So 12 years ago. I love this quote: the things that we breathe, the food we eat and drink, the chemicals we're exposed to, even honestly, y'all, the emotions that we feel, it's shared in some fashion with your baby. And so if you have the ability to change, you know, the things that your baby's consuming and give them really good stuff before they ever come into this earth, what a gift as moms that we have. Truly, what a gift. I mean, I just think we were entrusted with this life, and we get the opportunity to shape their life and their health, starting from literally conception, you know, till they come out. And so it's absolutely amazing. One thing I want to talk about is Dr. Odom. He is a OBGYN in our community who's been recommending Juice Plus since 1998 to his patients. And he did a study with 173 women. They were both, so there was the Juice Plus group and then the control group. Both groups were consuming a prenatal vitamin. And then obviously one group had Juice Plus and the other one just had the prenatal. So these statistics are staggering and so impressive, y'all. Honestly, they blow my hair back. So delivery less than 37 weeks, you've got 0 for the Juice Plus group and 20% for the control. Preeclampsia, 0%, 20%, 21%, excuse me, for the control. Birth weight less than 5.5 pounds, 1% for the Juice Plus group, 12% for the control. Admission to the NICU, 0 in the Juice Plus, 10% in the control, and then respiratory distress syndrome 0 and 8%. Y'all, I mean, if that doesn't speak to the power of flooding your body with good nutrition throughout pregnancy, I don't know what does. I mean, it's really amazing. So let's talk about Juice Plus versus vitamins. You may be consuming a prenatal right now and wanting to know, okay, how is Juice Plus different than vitamins? So a warning label and poison control are 2 concerning things on products. There's none of that with Juice Plus. You can't overdose on it. You may go to the bathroom a little more than you normally do, but that's about the worst that's going to happen. I want to talk about the bioavailability. So if you're consuming a prenatal, you may notice that your urine is bright yellow, or if you're consuming a lot of vitamins right now or a multivitamin. That is because your body does not recognize the nutrients, that the vitamins and nutrients, because they're man-made. And so it discards them as waste. And so when I found this out, it was after I had been taking all those supplements. I realized I had expensive pee because a lot of the nutrients that I was consuming was actually leaving my body. It wasn't getting absorbed. And so the really cool thing about Juice Plus is nothing is discarded in your urine because it truly sees all the 30 fruits and veggies that you're consuming as if you're literally putting them in your mouth and physically eating them, not just in a capsule. So yes, Juice Plus is in a capsule, and you may be like, it's kind of confusing to the brain, but all of the fruits and veggies are truly in there. And that's with the NSF certification. It's better than an organic rating. And it certifies that everything that's on the label is all that's in the product. So we're wheat-free, gluten-free, soy-free, nothing artificial, no dyes. Another thing I want to note is the high heat to compress the tablets, which denatures and changes the supplement, and we're completely raw and never heated. So before I kind of wrap things up and turn it over here to the stories, I want to talk about this research. Dr. DuBois said it best: there is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. Y'all, you see, contributes to cardiovascular wellness, supports healthy lung function, supports healthy gums. So that is what's happening to your body. That's also, all of those things are contributing towards your baby. I mean, again, it's like so incredible that we have the opportunity to give our babies, before they come into this earth, the opportunity to support all those things in their body at such a young age. So before I wrap things up and turn it over to my sweet friends, I want to share some health tips with you to consider adding to your life, whether you're wanting to have kids, you're pregnant, or you're in the postpartum phase. Bridge the gap with Juice Plus. I cannot encourage you enough to add this into your tool belt and into your life. It's truly one of the best decisions that I ever, honestly, the best decision that I ever made for my health. If I were to categorize best decisions in my life, it would be a top 10 for sure. And I'll consume it till the day that I die. I tell people that. Work out for at least 3.5 hours total a week. I do notice now I'm, out of breath a little more than I normally was, but I'm still exercising just as much and I feel great. And I know that that will pay off in the long run with postpartum. Drinking a glass of green tea daily, that has so many incredible benefits, something easy to add into your life. Consume your body weight in ounces of water and get plenty of sunshine. Y'all, sunshine is absolutely incredible for the body. And I cannot encourage you enough to get that, and lots of rest. Your body is, if you're pregnant, it's literally building another person, which is absolutely amazing when you think about it. And so Yeah, I am just honored to get to share my sweet friend Sarah Thomas with you. She's a wife, a mama, a physical therapist, and a partner with the Juice Plus company. So she's going to share her story. She was on Juice Plus before, during, and now after. So Sarah, I'm going to let you take it away, friend.
All right. My name is Sarah Thomas. Like she said, I am a physical therapist and a mama to a 4-month-old little boy. He's my first baby. I'm super excited that Abby asked me to share. So I started taking Juice Plus about 2.5 years ago. I was recovering from my second hip surgery within a six-month time frame, and was just looking for something to help me to fuel my body. So as a PT, Juice Plus just checked all the boxes and made sense. So then fast forward to wanting to try to get pregnant, and I was taking a prenatal in addition to Juice Plus, and I would just notice a lot of neon urine, might be TMI, but I just felt like something wasn't right. I didn't really know for sure what was all in those vitamins. So I stopped once I was in the first trimester and just doubled up on Juice Plus and did that the rest of my pregnancy. And honestly, I felt so good throughout pregnancy. I miss being pregnant sometimes as much as I love having my little boy on the outside. But I had lots of energy other than like the first 4 weeks of after I found out. And then inflammation stayed at a minimum. So despite having hip surgeries, I had very few aches and pains. And I just felt good. I worked up till the day before I had him as a PT full-time, squatting, bending on my feet all day. And I told my husband the day before I had him, I was like, I really just don't feel like I should have a baby tomorrow. Like, I just still feel so good. I had a little bit of blood pressure issues at the end, but it never progressed to preeclampsia. And just as a precaution, I was induced a week early. And my labor and delivery went so quickly and smoothly that my OB was like, you do not need to tell your first time mom friends this. Like, this is just not normal. And I really attribute a lot of it to Juice Plus. It just went so smoothly. And then my recovery since then has been great. I mean, mentally, I've done well despite all the emotions and hormone changes postpartum. My energy, despite lack of sleep, has still been good. But really, during pregnancy, I just had so much peace of mind every day knowing that my baby boy was getting the nutrients of 30 different fruits and veggies. And it checked all the boxes for me for a prenatal. And all the research, especially as a PT, just really motivated me to take it, knowing that my body was absorbing all those nutrients and that those nutrients were doing good things for my body, which I couldn't say that about other prenatals. So I couldn't recommend it enough to anyone as a prenatal and then postpartum also. And then with breastfeeding, it's been great. It gives me peace of mind, giving those nutrients to Jude right now and just helping to build his immune system now that he's here in the world. But yes, it's just been great. I love it, recommending it to patients, friends, family, and it's just been a great experience.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you sharing. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Alexis, my sweet friend. She is a wife, a mama, and a full-time partner with our company. And Alexis, I will let you take it away, girl. Go ahead.
Right, thank you. So I'm a wife, I'm a mom to 4. My oldest is 7 and my youngest was just born this past August. So just a month older than Jude. My babies like to cook extra long. So my gestational periods were all 41 to 42 weeks. My smallest baby was 8'3" and my biggest was 9'8". So all those statistics that Abby shared, I topped the charts on all those. I had natural deliveries, kind of like Sarah said, my doctors were like, I cannot believe the way your deliveries and your postpartum and everything has went. Like my last doctor, he told me, he was like, you're like an Olympic birther. He's like, I've never seen somebody like, because I'm really small, I'm like 110 pre-pregnancy. He's like, I've never seen somebody your size have absolutely no problem delivering a baby this size. He said it was really remarkable. And I was like, this is awesome, right? What a compliment. And Juice Plus has been part of my life for 20 years. Our family got started on it as kids. We took it consistently and we saw incredible health changes. It improved our allergies, better recovery at sports, getting sick less often, and we just knew that we would always take it. Honestly, I didn't really understand the impact that it's going to have on my health long term, or the health of my children. It was my choice for prenatal nutrition when we decided to start our family. My first pregnancy, it was smooth. But honestly, you don't know what you don't know. Was not exposed to people like Abby or Sarah or people who were taking this product. I didn't know that when you were pregnant, it's a good thing to get extra nutrition, and Juice Plus is just food. So you can take extra Juice Plus if you wanted. And I would say that, my postpartum, it was good. But compared to what my last three have been like, these last three have really been phenomenal. So during my second pregnancy, the omegas were introduced, and I had been struggling with a little bit of psoriasis on my elbows. Those omegas, as soon as I started those, cleared it up within just like a week or two. Also, I would say my mental health. You think, okay, I'm going from 1 kid to 2 kid, but my mental health was so much stronger. I just felt lighter. I felt encouraged. I did not feel the overwhelm that I felt with that first postpartum. And I really attribute that to being able to include those omegas. My second baby just turned 4 last week. And so that means I have been nursing almost the last 48 months straight, since I have 3 babies within the last 4 years. And I know that would not be possible without the added nutrition that Juice Plus provides. There's just no way that I could possibly consume what I need to in fruits and vegetables. So like Abby said, the nutritional foundation for your child is built in utero. If there was something proven to positively impact the health of your child, like, would you want to take it? Would you want people to know about it? I can tell you right now that my mom, when she got our family started as kids, she had no idea how it was going to impact her grandchildren. And it's something that she is so very grateful for today, and as am I. And so I would tell you that the more babies that I've had, the more I've realized that there's really nothing more valuable than your health and your baby's health. And I just really want to encourage you guys to do your research. Not everyone wants to have a lot of babies, because a lot of times their experience is hard. It's really hard. And I just feel like that's something that I can really speak to, because I don't think that I would have 4 babies and that I would love it if my kids were sick, if my deliveries were hard, if my postpartums were hard, if it was miserable. I just don't think that I would be in the position I am today. And so for that, I'm really grateful that Juice Plus has been able to be that nutritional support. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Abby.
Thanks so much, Alexis. I appreciate you sharing, girl. Okay, y'all. So we're going to wrap things up here. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to join us. There's a couple options that you have tonight. You can become a Juice Plus customer and get with the person that invited you, and we can talk about they can talk about some options with you that would be best. You can become a partner. Maybe you're sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, I have a couple of friends that are pregnant, or they're in the postpartum, or I know they want to have kids, and maybe they're struggling with their health. And you want to share it with a couple friends and, earn some money back on your product. Or maybe you want to build a side income. That's what started this whole thing for me. I saw the impact that it had on my health, and I felt that I had a moral obligation to share this with other people. And so it's been the biggest blessing to my family, to Sarah's family, to Alexis's family, and to so many others around the world. And so I'm just going to invite you to lock arms with us and get started with whatever option feels right for you. And in closing, I want to share something super, super exciting with you. So the first time ever, Juice Plus is having a sale through the 31st of this month. So Sarah, Alexis, and myself all are taking all 4, the quad, the Protective Plus bundle, and it is 10% off through the rest of this month, which is absolutely amazing. So wherever you are in your journey, you can get started with this and save a little bit of money, which is absolutely incredible. So if you're interested in that, we can help you get started. So the last thing I'll say in closing, y'all, is if I could go back and change anything, I would have started to focus on my health a lot sooner. I waited until there was an issue on my doorstep to make it a priority. And so maybe you are not in that category and you're feeling great. I'm going to encourage you. You do not have enough fruits and vegetables in your diet, and adding more is only going to benefit you. Don't wait until an issue lands on your doorstep or it feels really hard to decide to add something like this in. Knowledge is power. And so when we know better, we do better. So thanks for being here tonight. I hope that you have an amazing evening, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
If you want to stop streaming. Thank you, friends, in Transform 2022. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, so can you imagine that was the first time that Abby has done a health lecture? Very impressive. Isn't that impressive? 25 years old, that was her first time doing a health lecture. And her information, she's a natural born educator. She's just a natural born educator. So I'm proud of her. Know that, you know, Abby has made this YouTube video available to every single one of us. Yes, it's going to be streaming in Transform 2022, so you can always tag somebody there to watch it. But if you want the link, you know, Abby has said that we can have the link. And that's why in the beginning of the call tonight, she wanted to make everybody really understand that, you know, she's not telling people to ditch their prenatal. She's saying at least add Juice Plus if you're taking a prenatal. So I thought that was such a, you know, I got to work with her on this. It was so magnificent. It was so much fun working with her. And she's pretty impressive. And so she's a great spokesperson for Juice Plus. Okay, so having said that, we're way beyond our 30 minutes tonight. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Donna Dyson gave me the info. I'm 12 weeks pregnant and using Juice Plus. Congratulations, Kim. And thanks for posting that. You're doing a great thing for your health and the health of your baby. So let's keep the good work going, guys. Let's keep the movement going. We've got something too phenomenal to keep to ourselves. So peace and blessings. See you next week. Take care. Good night.